Hey, this is Mike here. Just thought I'd show my chicken coop, or hoop coop. It's about a 4 by 8 made out of all metal EMT conduit. It's bent up by a hand bender that I made, and just sharing some ideas that I got from other YouTubers out there on their coops. So I figured I'd share this one. Basically, the sides do open from the side here with the wing nuts right there and right there, and this will lift up for cleaning. I don't know if you can see that, but there's 2 roosts there, maybe about 5 inches up from the ground. If you look in the back, I'm not sure if you'll capture that, or maybe right here, that is kind of like a tech foil. It's been getting pretty cold here, and this definitely helps a lot. I've got a 40-watt light bulb up there in the top, and it could be 0 degrees out here, and you reach in there, it's really warm. And then I got a little bottle there, I got to change that. And then I put a little feeder here made out of PVC, probably about 1 foot long, with 3 holes in there for the chickens to eat. And we've been getting some eggs, probably about 3 a day. Here's the back. I didn't use any hinges. I bought hinges for this, but I returned them all back and came up with this idea here, and then a bar that slides in to keep the back end closed. And then for power, I have a timer, and that stays on, I think, for about 4 hours. It comes on right when it gets dark. Stays on till about maybe 9 at night. Everything is made out of hardware cloth, and it is wire tied. I forget the gauge, but it's all wire tied, and it's pretty secure. The bottom half is hardware cloth. I added that later when the rats started coming around, so I put that underneath, and then I have a piece of metal there on the floor. Almost covers the entire second half of that area. And then you can see my PVC feeder. That's been working great. I only have to fill that up maybe every 7 to 10 days. And then, of course, they get food in their coop. And I'm probably going to lift this thing up, put some cement blocks around it to lift it up maybe about 4 inches. And then put like a brick walkway around here. It's pretty inexpensive. I think the most that it costed me was the hardware cloth. Got plenty of that stuff left over for a second one. And then I'll show you the door. Look at the door. There's my hinges. And then I have 4 corner brackets here to make up the door. And it's very lightweight, very secure. There's very little gaps around, so nothing should be getting through. Nothing has gotten through yet. And then, here's my run. My run is 5 by 10, or 5 by 10, 5 by 8, actually 5 by 8. It's on wheels, and originally it was on just EMT, sitting on EMT framing, and then I later added the wood to add the wheels to it. It's big and it's light enough to pick up with one arm and move it around. The door is made the same way. And this was pretty inexpensive to make. And I've got a feeder back there. So in the beginning of the day when they get out, I just roll this one next to the other one and butt it up. So they've got 16 feet of run space. And again, the bars are bent from hand. I made that up. And they can be used for shelters, sort of like this, maybe a dog run. And then you can make a miniature greenhouse out of this thing too. I've got plenty of plastic, I'm probably going to do that. But right now, we're hoping to move to a community, something sustainable. And that's what I'll be using those poles for. If you look at the door there, I'm not sure if you can see that. Even the ladder is hinged up the same way. I'm not sure if you can see that. But there's no hinges except for at the top of that door. Everything else has been fabricated, handmade, or pretty inexpensively. I bought a bunch of them. I got plenty of them. I'm going to make another coop, and hopefully we can move to a community. And then in my greenhouse, the chickens have been going in here and they have been tearing it up, which is what I want. And so I'm getting to water this and adding water to it. They've been in here for a couple weeks now and they've been doing a fine job. So hopefully we'll get some plantings going. But that's it for now. Just wanted to share my video, share my coop. I got inspired by a lot of people out there.